Shalom, Kahala Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bahashim Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and other bishops of GMS, even the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers that push the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. 144,001 third, the hopeful elect of Israel. My brother Yahshua back with the WW3 Daily update. Shalom and salutations to you all. Get started right here at Jeremiah 51 and 46. Looking for this word rumor. Unless your heart faint, and ye fear for the rumor that shall be heard in the land. A rumor shall both come 1 year, and after that, in another year, shall come a rumor. And violence in the land, ruler against ruler. All right, so there's that word rumor. And what should we go to for a precept? The old trusty rumors of war. War and rumors of war. Mm-hmm. So let's get that, because I'm looking for a specific word, and that word is report. Matthew 24 and 6. Okay. Let's read the King James. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of war. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So we got rumors of wars there. Up here we have rumors of war. Here we have threats. But I'm looking for this, reports. Why am I looking for reports? Reports of war. Let's hear a war report, shall we? The Sunday War Report by the Military and Foreign Affairs Network, the voice of unreasonable Edomite. 31 minutes ago. Take it away, voice.
To another edition of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I
am
the voice of reason. In today's episode, we're going to start with our continued coverage of the war between the Russian Federation, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, and its Ukrainian proxy forces. Now, over the last 24 hours, we have seen continued Russian airstrikes, ballistic missile and cruise missile strikes, and drone strikes against a wide array of Ukrainian targets, including striking multiple aim points in the capital, Kiev. Now, over the past week, it has been reported that just under 2,000 aim points have been struck by Russian missiles and guided bombs against Ukrainian targets. That is coming from Ukrainian sources.
So I was, I overheard, or I recall hearing that Russia struck some French and maybe German or English targets. And that's kind of out there in the ether. And I'm wondering if in the next 2 minutes I'm going to hear anything about that. Otherwise, I'm going to cut this thing short, so bear with me.
Again, we are continuing to see the use of air power in this war of attrition to continue to wear down the Ukrainian military. And this is going to continue day in and day out as the Russians continue to wear down Ukrainian forces. Now, we also want to look at headlines that are taking place around the world as well. Tensions are increasing between the United States and Iran. It is now reported that Iranian forces have been placed on their highest alert. We also know that over the past a number of weeks, forces for a possible strike against Iran, including moving B-2 Spirit stealth bombers to Diego Garcia. This locale here, we know now that there are at least 6 B-2 bombers located at this facility with the capability of striking targets inside of Iran. And then we're also seeing the deployment of U.S. Patriots and THAADs that are designed to shoot down and have proven to have the capability of shooting down ballistic and semi-ballistic missiles that have been used in various conflicts, including many of the ballistic missiles that have been shot down that were targeting Israel. What else is going on? The Iranians are also utilizing more advanced electronic warfare mechanisms against U.S. drones and the possibility of a direct series of airstrikes against targets inside of Iran.
Because Russia gave them some better equipment.
The Iranians right now are very much fixated on being able to locate inbound U.S. stealth aircraft that would be F-35s and or B-2s that could strike targets inside of Iran. Now, the problem for the Iranians is that in most cases, these strikes are going to be initiated well outside of Iranian airspace. Most of the missiles that the U.S. will use, including some non-open source systems, will be used well outside of Iranian airspace, with the exception of a possible deployment of the B-2 Spirit, dropping a very large ordnance penetrator against Iranian mountain supply depots, Iranian hardened infrastructure where the Iranians keep many of these ballistic missiles and store these ballistic missiles. Many you can go online and you can see the footage of the facilities that the Revolutionary Guards have created to store many of these missiles. Now, can the U.S. Penetrate those sites and destroy those areas? Possibly. Some they can, some they may not. They may be buried deep enough where it would be difficult to strike, and with the exception of going after the actual tunnel openings and burying those sites for a significant period of time where they can't be used, and then possibly attacking the tunnel boring infrastructure that could be used by the Iranians to evacuate those personnel. That would be another option. But again, if the United States uses the full weight of its military capacity against Iran, Iran is simply not going to be a happy camper. They are going to be very much unhappy with launch missiles towards U.S.
Slocky, let me back that up just a hair.
If in fact this occurs. Now, obviously, the Iranians.
Come on. Oh, the devil is here. Well, anyway, that's a pretty good update. I like. Now that they completely shut me down. Yeah. We'll go ahead and stop it there. Go back and watch the rest of this Military and Foreign Affairs Network Sunday War Report. Yeah, it's just it's just time. Okay, it hasn't been time, but all the ducks are in a row right now. Let's get time and let's get the war, and we'll be done. Let's get ECCLESIASTES 3. Do time real quick. Here's word time. Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. To everything there's a season and a time. To everything there's a season and a time. To every purpose under the heaven. Ecclesiastes 3 and 8. A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. So there's your time. We're in the time of war, clearly, and anybody that is not ready, okay, because everybody's going to war. Everybody's going to World War III. And we're in that time. It's the time and the season for war. Okay? What war? This war. Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. The third woe is world. What war? World War III cometh quickly. With that, we hope the elect were edified, your brothers and sisters. Shalom.